Hello guys, welcome back to this DSC series. In this, now we are solving problem on arrays. So another new problem was that write a program to print unique elements of the array without using inbuilt functions. Without using inbuilt functions. So how to solve this problem? So to solve this problem, let us analyze the problem first thing. So let's say we are having an input like 3, 4, 4, and 5. For this input, we just need to take each and every element out. So let us take 3 out and let us see the count of 3. Let us take every element out. So let us take first element. First element is 3 and find the count. How many times 3 came in this array? In this array, 3 came only once. So count is 1. Since count is 1, it occurs unique, right? Uniquely only once. So I need to print this 3. Next element is what? 4. So let us take 4. Find the count. What is the count? The count of occurrences of 4 is 1, 2. 2 times it came. So count is 2. Do I need to print this? No, because our problem is just to print unique elements. What is our problem? Just to print unique elements. So we don't need to print 4. Now we have another 4 here. For that 4, the count is how much? How many times it occur? 2 times. You can say the frequency is 4, 2. Frequency is greater than 1. So it is not unique. So we don't need to print. What is the next element? How many times it occurred? 5. Next element is 5. It occurred only once. Since it occurred uniquely once, do I need to print it? Yeah. So I need to print 5. This is how to build the logic. This is how we need to do. This is how we need to think for the logic. Now let us see how to implement this logic. To implement this logic, this logical analysis, and how to implement this logic. To implement this logic, what we need to do? We are picking one by one element from the given array. How do I pick? How to pick one by one element from the given array, or you can say given list. From the given list, how do I pick one by one element? So to pick one by one element from the given sequence, in that case, your mind will say one thing, that is use for loop. We are repeating the same thing. So since we are repeating the same thing, we are repeating the same thing. What is that thing? By repeating picking element. So For this, we need to use loops. What loops we have? We have for loop, while loop, and multiple loops we have. Among these, what is my specific use case? How to pick one by one element from the given list. So to pick one by one element from the given list, for loop provides me that chance. So by using for loop syntax, I can able to pick one by one easily. Uh, Element in given sequence. Here this sequence given for each element in given sequence. What is the sequence? Either it may be list, or it may be set, or it may be tuple. So let us take the list. That is 3, 4, 4, 5. So for this given sequence, I want to take one by one element. To take that one by one element, I use this for loop. So now, after picking one by one element, what I am doing? I am finding the count. So to find the count by using any inbuilt function, we are having any inbuilt functions are to find count? Yes. You are having count, whatever the sequence you have. For list L dot count is the inbuilt method that you are having. Let us say this all value got stored in my list L. In that case, we can able to use L dot count method to find the count of an element. If I want to find the count of certain element, then you can use this count method. So what I want now, I want to find the count of some element. Whatever the element do I got, first time which element I got? 3 I got. So assume here I previously assigned my L is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 4 comma 5, because we are taking L as our sequence. So now what I have done, so I have just picked one element and I need to remember the count. So to remember the count, I need a variable, right? So for the storing count, I'm using C as the variable. C is equal to L dot count. C is equals to L dot count of some element. So now I got the count and I stored the count value in C. So now what do I want to do, sir? I want to check if the count is 1, then I need to print. Then only the element is unique, right? Whenever count of occurrences of an element is 1, then we can say the element occurs only once, that is occurs only unique. In that case, I want to print. So if if count is 1, then what I need to do is just need to print that element. That's it. This is what I need to perform. This is what I need to do. So let us try to implement this. on our code. So what is this, sir? Is this is logic generation, or you can say code generation. Logic generation, or you can say implementation, or you can say it is code generation, code implementation. So this is logic generation, or you can say code implementation. Now let us try to implement this program on our software, that is PyCharm. So let us write code here. I want to store this list. I want to read the list dynamically. So to read anything from input, we use input is the function. Input is the function which is used to read input from the compiler while it is running. So, however, the input is based on separated by space. So to store this input, I need to use a function like split. So based on space separation, I need to split each and every element. After that, input function generally reads input in the format of string. Do I need string? Do I need to save these elements as string? No, I just need to save these elements as integers only. So to map each and every element to integers, I'd like to use map function. This will convert to map object. So I need list, right? So I need to convert this map object to list. Now my elements are stored in L in the form of list. To verify that, let us try to read and print L values. So 5, 2, 2, 4. You can see whatever the given list that is stored in L and printed, right? Yeah. So let us continue with our logic. I want to take each element from the given list, each element in the given list. My list is stored in L, so I want to take each element from the given list. First, 3 got saved in element. In first iteration, next 4 got saved in my element. Next again 4. Next again 5 got saved. So to check the count of element, I have a method called count, L dot count of certain element. Whatever the element I got, that count I want to check. If it is double equals to 1, single equals to means assignment, and double equals to means checking. If I got it is true, if this condition is true, then what it indicates? It indicates my element occurred only once in my list L. So in this case, only occurred once means you can say unique. What is this type of element we called? This element is unique. So in that case, do I need to print that element? Yeah, print the unique elements of the array is a problem. So I need to print that element. This is the only thing I want to do. So you can run and check whether unique elements got printed or not. I'm providing my test case. You can see only 3 and 5 got printed. So my unique elements got printed. The question is not solved fully. Here, what I told you, implement by using without using inbuilt functions. Do I used any inbuilt function here? Yeah, L dot count is a inbuilt function to find the frequency of element occurred in the given list. So to eliminate this, I want to eliminate this. I want to find normally the count, the number of occurrences. Let's say count is equals to L dot count of this element to store the count, and further checking I use this C value. So to find the count, what they're asking is don't use inbuilt function. If you want, you can create your own. So how to find the count of any element in the given list search. So to find the count of any element in the given list, we need to take, so let us pick 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. So this is the given. So let us check whatever the given sequence 3, 4, 4, 5. So in this given sequence, how do I find the count of an element? Let me pick an element 3. How do I find the count? So to find the count, I need to take each and every element of my given list, and I need to check the occurrences of current element. So my current element is 3. So let us say count is a function which will find out me the count of element in the given sequence, that is list. So to find the count, so here I'd like to introduce a function, that is to define a function we use def keyword to define a function, and my function that I need to use is count. So I'm using it. In this I'm passing the element, current element, and my list L. So now you can see what I want to find. I want to find the count of current element, occurrences in the list, and I want to return it. Let's say to store the count and return the count, I need to take a variable that is C. Now to find the count of current element occurrences in the list, I need to take each element in the list. I need to take each element. That is, if in my list I have 3, then I need to take first element and I need to compare it with current element. So if both are equal, then I need to increase my count. Then next take the next element and check with the current element. If both are equal, then I increase the count. 4 and 3 are equal? No. So I don't need to increase my count. Again 4. 4 or 3 are not equal, so I don't need to increase my count, or you can say frequency of that element. So again 5. 5 and 3 are not equal, so I don't need to improve my count. So in that way, I'll check and improve. If element is double equals to my current element, I'm checking. This if statement is what this if statement will do is it just checks the current element is equal to given element or not. So if it is equal, then what I need to do? I need to increase my count by 1. So I'm just increasing my count by 1. You can write C plus is equals to 1 in this way, or else you can even write it in the same way as C plus 1. Both are same, though no need to confuse. In short, we can able to write this thing as C plus is equals to 1. So after finding the count, what I need to do. I just need to return the count. That's it. So we are not using any inbuilt function. We just created a function that is count function. I'm passing element and list and finding the element occurrence in the list. So now let us try to implement this. You can see the occurrences of unique elements in the list got printed. So this is how we solve this problem. In this problem, what we learned? We learned how to find the count of an element, or you can say frequency of an element in the given list. We have created that, and we have printed unique occurring elements also. So I hope this video is understandable to you. I'll provide this code as well as question in first comment or in description. Just try to write the code without watching the question so that you can able to solve these type of array questions simply whenever you are attempting for any competitive exam. So thanks for watching. Please comment if there are any doubts, and please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching.